So a lot of people wonder how to move from an RTI framework into an MTSS, and there's a lot of alignment there. MTSS is a little bigger in that it encapsulates both academic success as well as behavioral success and progress. It also factors in social emotional learning of students. So it's really the blending of all that we have in education together within a common framework. So if you're implementing RTI or PBIS, you already got a great starting point. You go there and you elevate and celebrate the success that you have had with that and continue to grow. When thinking about MTSS and RTI, it's really more about how do we proactively put in place interventions, supports, instructional strategies to meet the needs of all students, as opposed to waiting for students to really struggle or fail before we have interventions or instructional supports available for them. My top tips for leaders when implementing MTSS is, first of all, know what it is. MTSS are focused really on 5 core elements. The first one being effective administrative leadership. And everybody thinks that's about the building leader, when in fact it's about having a strong site-based leadership team in your school. It's also about having integrated systems of support for all kids, not having students separated or segmented from other students in the school. It's about engaging your families and communities to make sure they understand the goal and processes of MTSS. It's also about having inclusive policy practices and structures such that we're enabling and enacting systems that are fluid, that work for all kids, and support teachers in their efforts to do so. And the first question I get is this here to stay? And it is. There is a large growing body of evidence that shows the efficacy of MTSS and its ability to impact all students. So know what it is and take some time to learn. That's really okay. We are going to be at this implementation effort for the next 10, 20, 30 years. When you look at the implementation of PBIS and if we follow that pattern, that's still unveiling itself, and the same is true for MTSS. So number one is really get to know what MTSS is. Then secondly, invest a school leadership team in that process and work on a self-assessment that might help you understand the various components of what MTSS is and what impact it might have. And then tip number 3 is, of course, always engage your families and community within your conversation around MTSS, and make sure that student voice is a big and active part of what this framework entails.